Miami goes to the League Cup Finals. Let's talk about it.
Ain't been tight, never known curfews. Sunday night quiet, I ain't even out my church shoes. I done been white, premarital guessing perfumes. Psycho in a lot, they keep asking me who hurt you. Dreaded for diapers, ain't that some shit? You think buying beers and pacifiers made me a pacifist? There's a list of asses that I like to whip. In this timeline, been frames the bad guy shit. Go ahead.
Hey, yo, what's up? Welcome to Sports World Talk Soccer, where we talk the world of soccer, a.k.a. football, a.k.a. the beautiful game. And right now we're talking Inter Miami and their win over Orlando City. So it was a good game last night. I definitely enjoyed it. It was a big game that Miami needed to win. They have been, losing to Orlando City twice already this year. And Miami fans are saying, oh, they're not a rival. They're not a rival. Orlando City, they're looking like a rival. You know what I mean? Especially in games like this, when you get to the tournament in like playoffs and stuff like that, when you're going up against them and you're battling it out with them, it's a cool little rivalry. I ain't gonna lie, but it was a win that Inter Miami needed. You know what I mean? Like we couldn't just lose this game right here. So I think a lot of people stepped up right here. The first game Messi's been back for a couple games, but a lot of people stepped up here. One guy, I would say, me personally, Ian Frey, seeing him be more consistent. That's the main thing with a lot of the Inter Miami players, especially the young guys, is being consistent. You know what I mean? And I think out of him, we got that out of him. I think Bright, recently, he's been pretty consistent here recently. That's why he's been in the starting lineup and everything. I like what we've been getting out of him. I do like Falcone. He does make some mistakes here and there, but I do like him. There was a moment, of course, that Orlando City scored, and he was the defender right there. But, was that a hand? Did it hit his arm? I don't know. But, hey, they said it didn't. It is what it is. But the comeback started there. You know what I mean? To see Inter Miami hold it down the first half and almost go scoreless, when Orlando City, I think it was 4-1 last time we played them. It was terrible. It was terrible. But this time, to see them, almost go scoreless in the first half. Second half, they was on the attack the whole entire time. The possession was all on them, so I definitely enjoyed that, to see that. And I definitely think that we saw more opportunity. Of course, we had Messi, but we saw a lot of opportunities as far as them taking the shot. There was I think it was against DC United, to where I'm like, man, at least get some shots on target, It wasn't as many, you know what I mean? And we ended up drawing that game. And, yes, we had Messi back, so to see that back going, it was dope. But they needed to do that consistently with and without Messi, So one guy who I felt that stepped up and played good was Segovia. When he came in, he knew what his job was, attack. And that's, I think, the type of mindset you got to have. I like how you got the ball and, being a good on-ball person. I feel that if we get that consistency from him, that's going to help us in the playoffs. That's going to help us go to the place you need to go to. You know what I mean? So like I said, again, to have consistent. And Rodriguez, I feel like he's been pretty consistent here lately too as well. I like what he brings. At first, I was like, oh, shoot, you subbing him out? You know what I mean? Because he's been on the attack. We need those guys who are consistently trying to attack, because without Messi, it's like nobody attacks. But, Rodriguez, he was the one who scored against DC United to make the game all even. So seeing him being more consistent, getting Segovia to be more consistent as well, and especially our defenders and everything, Inter Miami will definitely look good as long as they do that, But having Messi definitely helps, you know what I mean? And I want to see a little bit more out of Rodrigo de Paul. Like I said, I'm not saying he did bad, but he did good. But I definitely want to see more. Like I mentioned before in other videos, just him facilitating. I wanted him to be more of a facilitator from the middle, just to get things going, so it's not so much on Messi or anything like that. And there was a point that I think Suarez could have definitely scored it, but he barely missed it, But I want those finishes in there for Inter Miami as well. I'm definitely happy to see how the game ended up, 3-1 game. Next up is Seattle. Seattle is, they're a good team. You know what I mean? They've definitely been a team to where they made their presence known in the Club World Cup. They didn't win a lot, but they definitely made their presence known. Also in the League Cup as well, definitely making their presence known as well. So it's definitely going to be a battle. It's not going to be something easy, but I do have Inter Miami coming out winning that too as well. I definitely think that this will be another year that Inter Miami will hold up that League Cup championship. So let me know what you think. Did you enjoy the game? I surely did. And what is your expectations of the finals? So let's talk about it.
There's a list of asses that I like to whip. In this timeline, it frames the bad guy shit. Go ahead and like.